The GSX-R1000R is back. Suzuki brings its flagship superbike home for 2025. Suzuki's iconic GSX-R1000R returns with €5 plus compliance, a tad less power, race-developed aero, and a 40th anniversary tribute to its legendary legacy. It's been a long time coming, but the GSX-R1000R is finally making its return to UK dealerships, and it's bringing with it a raft of technical upgrades. It's also gaining some retro celebration liveries, serving as a firm reminder that the GSXR family still knows how to party. The new bike will be the only GSX-R1000 you can buy in 2026, with no base spec machine set to be available in 2026. What we get instead is a full-fat superbike that boasts much more tech and spec than the previous generation. And while it may have a few ponies missing from its peak power figure, compared to some of the competition and the outgoing model, there's more to the internal updates than just making maximum power in standard trim. €5 plus approved, and still a potential fire breather. The chassis and engine of the new 2026 Suzuki GSX-R1000R. At the core of the updates is a heavily reworked engine, still based around the 1,000 cubic centimeters inline-4 we know and love, but now with a new crankshaft, along with crankcases, pistons, connecting rods, and a higher 13.8:1 compression ratio. The exhaust is unusually small for a modern-era GSX-R1000, but the trick is moving the changes mean the GSX-R1000R not only meets the latest €5 plus emissions regulations, but is even more ready to compete at the sharp end of endurance, superbike, and superstock competition. Suzuki's MotoGP-derived variable valve timing (VVT) system remains in place, alongside finger-follower valve gear, now with optimized shapes to match a new cam profile. The exhaust valve diameter has grown to 25 mm, and the fueling system has had a complete refresh with larger throttle bodies, a new fuel pump, and revised injectors. The yellow and matte blue GSX-R1000R. Despite the emissions constraints, Suzuki claims the new GSXR still puts out 195 PS, 193 brake horsepower, at 13,200 RPM and 110 Nm, 81 pounds-ft, at 11,000 RPM, and while that is down on the latest grades from Ducati, Aprilia and BMW, we wouldn't worry too much. Suzuki is pinning much of the success of the new GSXR on the win on Sunday, sell on Monday mantra. Lots of the press information relating to the bike talks about adding durability and raising the performance ceiling. This isn't boardroom blithering. Suzuki is talking about post-sale tuning, highlighting an engine that can be taken beyond the base specs for the road or track, with a little bit of fettling, and hopefully without losing out on reliability and performance. The winglets are borrowed from Suzuki's Suzuka 8-hour race bike. The chassis carries over with the same twin-spar aluminium frame and swing arm, but Suzuki has sharpened the GSX-R1000R's focus further by fitting new dry carbon winglets, developed during the 2024 Suzuka 8-hour with the CN Challenge team and its sustainable fueled racer. They're hollow in construction, produced in Japan, and designed to deliver optimal downforce at high speed without making the bike feel heavy or unpredictable. No numbers to back this up on the press release, although we are chasing this. The braking and suspension hardware is familiar stuff. Suspension remains top spec, show a balance-free forks and a balance-free shock, with Brembo monoblocks up front on 320mm discs, and Bridgestone sticky RS11 tires doing the hard work at either end. There's even a new ABS unit that trims 51 grams from the total weight. Like Tesco says, every little helps. The bike does gain new electronics, although no TFT. Riders will welcome the upgraded electronics suite, headlined by a 6-axis IMU, and Suzuki's newly refined roll torque control system, RTCS. That's a new one on us, but is a trickle down from the GSX-R1000GX, and it's essentially a predictive traction control system that works out the optimum power delivery before the wheel starts spinning, rather than reacting afterwards. Traction control is still active in the event of a slip, but with the RTCS in place, it should feel smoother through corners and with less oscillation as the TC engages and then disengages. New lightweight lithium battery is standard kit. Add in a 10-level anti-wheelie system, launch control, lean-sensitive ABS, a bidirectional quickshifter, slope-dependent braking control, and Suzuki's low RPM assist and easy start functions, and you've got a bike that feels a lot more up-to-date than the GSXR of old. The iconic-looking white and blue option. The 2026 edition also gains a new lightweight Li-ion battery, which is more compact, durable, and designed to deliver reliable cold starts and long-term use than a traditional lead-acid item. The return of the GSX-R1000 at this time isn't just serendipity, it's part of Suzuki's 40th anniversary celebrations of the GSXR line, which began back in 1985 with the game-changing GSX-R750F. The tastiest color of all, though, is this one. To mark the occasion, the 2025 model arrives in 3 color schemes inspired by classic GSXR liveries. A timeless blue and white, a red and white tribute, and a properly nostalgic yellow and matte blue option. Each comes with a 40th anniversary logo on the fairing and tank, a retro R on the belly pan, and GSXR branding across the seat and silencer. Even the magneto and clutch covers get special gray finishes. The 2026 Suzuki GSX-R1000R. Suzuki says the new GSX-R1000R will land in UK dealerships in spring 2025, with prices still to be confirmed. The bike will make its public debut at Motorcycle Live at the NEC this November, no doubt drawing a crowd of loyal GSXR fans who've been waiting patiently for this day. And make no mistake, there are plenty of them. The GSX-R1000 has been a beloved staple of UK roads and track days for over 2 decades. Its brief absence left a hole in the hearts of many riders who still value old-school thrills, real-world performance, and the deep racing pedigree that's always run through Suzuki's GSXR DNA. Now it's back, sharper, cleaner, and meaner than ever. And with the likes of the Fireblade and ZX-10 are also getting updates for 2025, it looks like the 1,000 cubic centimeters superbike war is very much back on. Stay tuned to Mitamoto for the latest tech news. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Thank you, and goodbye.